Welcome back to Bbpn, where we cover the Blood Bowl that no one else will. I'm your host, Cadet Tank. Today we're dropping that round 2 action on you like a troll dropping a goblin. But before we jump into the divisions, let's see how hyped up Panda is on Bamboo today.
I got broads in Atlanta, she's the lean the family, credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van.
Good day, ghouls and goblins. Welcome to Panda's Corner. Looks like we're jumping off on some round 2 discussions from our other newscasters, and I just want to highlight the fact that your glorious Panda family leader is going to be playing the most feared coach in the league this next coming match day. I've already started sacrificing goats to bless my armor breaks, and we're hoping the Black Orc Menace dies in a horrible, horrible fire. The VG Purist made news again this week. He issued a fine against Skaven coach Kalisti Maya due to excessive violations of Rule 15. In case you're wondering what Rule 15 is, well, it's the second most important rule in the entire league. It's what feeds the Purist, and well, if he doesn't eat, then Jim gets really upset. We have a short plug this week for our replacement 1 game a week league. That would be a replacement for the Sunday league. So check out what we got below. So there will be some changes soon from the Sunday league. Corderis, Sith Lord Corderis, High Overlord Corderis, first of his name. We'll need to know what you guys are playing. Or those of you that are playing what you want, I'm sorry. Basically, he's presented us with 3 options. We have a poll up on the reporting forums, and we're going to go ahead and try to vote on the next league format. The vote will be up for a week, and starting next Sunday, the format with the most votes will be the one we use for the next season. And then signups will start early Monday morning. It's currently Sunday as we're recording this, so just pay attention to the forums. You guys should be able to find out what's going on. So option number 1, we keep the current format of our Sunday league, trying to aim for a 14-game season with a 16-man playoff. All teams would be allowed without restrictions, except the normal race restrictions of 2 per division. The league won't technically be a Sunday league anymore, so you don't have to cancel your church plans, your barbecue, whatever's going on. Vote 2 is a perpetual league. For those of you who don't know, a perpetual league means you continue to enter the same teams over and over unless you opt to start over. And that would be the same kind of deal with a 14-game season and a 16-man playoff. I'm sorry. I skipped over my notes. That will be a 9 to 10 game season with a 6-man playoff. There will be a division ranking and seeds, with teams moving up and down in or between every season based on team value and coach ability. Our third option that the glorious commissioner in training has presented is a stunty league. A league using the only 5 new stunty teams. That will be ogres, goblins, halflings, underworld, which I technically don't consider stunty, but that's going to be addressed here a little bit later. And lizards. Well, lizards technically still aren't a stunty team unless you're running some kind of like 2 Saurus and a Crocs and the rest skinks. I'm not sure, but that's certainly one of the options to be explored. And according to this, we would be trying to aim for a 14-game season and a 16-man playoff. Make sure you show up on the forums to vote. If you don't vote, you don't get to complain. And not complaining is not what we do here. So go ahead and chill out, hang out. If you don't plan to play in the Once a League, please don't vote. We ask to keep it on the up and up so we actually have legitimate winners. So, on to our next little topic today. The Underworld team is technically classified as a stunty team because they have access to goblins. I don't count this as correct. They have a troll. They have a very deep Skaven roster with regular mutation access for Storm Vermin. And yeah, they're backfilling with some gobos to provide assists, but I mean, come on. You're not running an entire field of Gobos. They're not a stunty team. Take them out of the stunty div. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying. Alright. Appreciate it. And, well, that's it for this go-round, boys. I'll see you on the pitch. And remember, pandas never lose. We only win less.
I agree with you, Panda. Underworld is no more of a stunty team than the Lizardmen are. And nobody's going to call Lizardmen a stunty team. On a side note, I did vote for a perpetual stunty league. Why didn't anybody else vote? I don't know. Go over there, vote, get the job done. Now let's kick it over to Ace in the court division.
Welcome back to Bbpn, where we cover all the Blood Bowl that no one else will. My name is Ace, and I'm back again with the Core Division for the round 2 of the NATTS Season 8 season. So far, we are 2 days into day 3, and this is our current leaderboard, with Emoj with the Undead Team Personas leading with 2 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses. My team passed the Boos in second place with 1 win, 1 draw. Wood Elf Arborwatch Nice Rental in third with 1 win, 1 loss. Necromantic with Eric's Same Old Story Undead with 1 win, 1 loss. Clads with 1 draw, 1 win in fifth. And bringing up the bottom is 7 Rutabaga with 2 losses with his High Elves. Let's kind of look at how this has progressed, shall we? So for our first day, we had Detroit Chargers versus Personas, with the Personas taking the 2-1 win. Arborwatch Knights with the Same Old Story, with the Wood Elves taking over the 2-0 victory over the Undead. And me and Clads going at Undead versus Captors with a 1-1 draw. Excuse me for a moment. Something must be coming over me. Day 2, we had Detroit Chargers High Elves with Same Old Story, which I believe was an admin win, as he did not show up as far as I know. Persona's taking a 1-0 victory over Clads' Undead versus Undead here. And my Chaos Dwarves taking a 3-0 victory over the Woodies. Which then leads us to Day 3 and our current things. So let's see how the teams have developed, shall we? So first we have Spoiler Clads, White Walkers win. So if we take a look at his roster, we have a Mummy who got Juggernaut Guard, another Mummy with Guard and Block, 1 White with Tackle, another one with Mighty Blow, Ghoul with Blodge Sidestep, and a Ghoul with Tackle and, or not Tackle, Wrestle and Dodge. Then we have a Zombie with Guard and a Zombie with Block. So pretty well-rounded team. He still has a chance to get in there. It's not like it's over yet. We'll see how it goes. Next we have Eric, Same Old Story Necromantic team. He does have a Blodge Werewolf, 2 Blodge Werewolves, a Tackle White, a 2 Blodge Ghouls, 1 with Pass, a Block Zombie, a Block Tackle Zombie, and a Kick Zombie. With the Flesh Golems still not getting any SSP, but they're just roadblocks. Next we have the first place team of Emoji Personas. Let's see how he's done it. He has Guard and Guard on both Mummies, one with, it looks like Grab, if I want to make sure. Yep, Grab. Then he has a White with Mighty Blow Tackle, the other White with Mighty Blow. We have a Sure Hands Blodge Ghoul, 2 Sure Hand Blodge Ghouls, a Wrestle Guard Ghoul, and another Wrestle Ghoul with a Block Tackle Zombie and a Guard Zombie, with 3 others not doing anything. Then we have the Arborwatch Knights, the Wood Elves, still in the running for the playoffs. He has a War Dancer with Tackle, Sidestep, Mighty Blow, another one with Frenzy, Sidestep, the Treeman, getting everything and giving him a plus movement. Then we have a Thrower, a Lineman who has a minus AV break, a Catcher with Wrestle, another Lineman with Wrestle, but he's missing next game, and a Lineman with Dodge. And that rounds out his roster, and he's still missing 1, so he's not, for Wood Elves in a pretty bash-heavy area, he's not doing too bad. Next we have my team, past the Boos, the Chaos Dwarves. I have one dwarf blocker with guard mighty blow, 3 more with guard. Both my bull centaurs with block mighty blow, hobgoblin with block, hobgoblin with kick, and hobgoblin with sure hands, and my minotaur with juggernaut. With 1600 in the bank, kind of just saving it for a rainy day. And our last team is the High Elves by 7 Rutabaga. And he only has a thrower with AG5 and dodge, a catcher with dodge, and a blitzer with block, and missing 2 more players. Not bad for a guy that came in halfway through the season. Hopefully he sticks it out and tries, but we shall see, shall we? And so far, that is our day 2, or our first coverage of round 2 of the Core Division. See you guys next time, possibly, probably around day 5, as we have 2 more games scheduled this week. And I'll see you guys next time on Bbpn. Back to you. Oh, what's that? Yes. Well, I'm getting a call. Radio. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
And that you will, Ace, because our friend Big Grin was not able to make it this week. Ace will be filling in for the VGP division. Alright, so let's go ahead and kick it over to Scar in the MCC.
Welcome everyone to round 2, where the stakes are higher and the pain is excruciating. And I have some great news for you all. Because I am only dealing with 6 games a week and my connection with this world grows ever stronger, I feel as though now I can cover each game in greater detail than before. We got some epic matches in the first 2 days, so let's take a look at some of the key moments so far. unfortunately, for the last game with the Star Wars Oddities versus the Glorious Amen never happened. Apparently, the coach Big Rin was kidnapped at the very last minute by some hooded individuals and had to concede the match at a 2-1. Eyewitnesses reports say that the kidnappers were very large but short in stature, so everyone is on the lookout for especially fat halflings, and hopefully Big Rin will be returned in time for the game next day. Well, that's all I really have for this week. A lot of blood, quite a few epic moments. We have right now 2 very clear frontrunners and 2 very clear underdogs, but we all know Blood Bowl, and anything can change in an instant. I need to get back to the Void before my Dark Lord gets angry. So, back to you, Cadet.
Nice job, Scar. Okay, before we jump into the VGP division with Ace, our friend Duscum, the hooliganizer himself, has a few words to say about the upcoming games he will be casting for the league.
Good day, me fellow Garbos in the league here. As per contractual request of the mighty Cadet Tank, I've been told here he wants us to do a wee bit of an announcement here. So you chaps all know, I know there's been requests here for some more casting of the league as it goes on. Well, unfortunately VJ's not available, so you're stuck with this little cunt here. So, as you all know, the results have come in of mostly the first week. You're well into your second, and you're ganging on into the third. So, as you can see by the links below, you have links to all the fun and adventures you all had in the first week. Boy, didn't the refs suck or what? I tell you, they suck harder than my sister does, and that's impressive. So, everyone, take a look, take a gander, give it a like if you want, and meanwhile, warning, coming up, week 3. If I haven't paracast you, it's your lucky day. Or is that an unlucky day? I have no idea. Ask Pandy. Anyway, take care and nuffle bliss.
Man, I can't wait to see what he has in store next. Okay, now let's kick it over to our friend Ace in the VGP division.
So welcome back to Bbpn, and it's me, Ace. Once again, I am now covering the VGP division for this week, as I got a call in to saying that I need to fill in for someone. So they are in day 4 with Cadet Tank with the Wood Elves Angry Wood Pandas, 3 wins, 0 loss, 0 draws, taking first place. Helix Cheesehead Nurgle with 2 wins, 1 draw. Skaven, Lord Decay, Callisti, Death the Rats, 2 wins, 1 loss, taking up 3rd. The other Skaven team, St. James, 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss, taking up 4th. And Rising Corderus coming in with 3 losses each in 5 and 6. Kind of a long shot to get into the playoffs at this point with only 2 games left. Though Corderus or Rising have a good chance as long as they can beat Trunkhead and take over the 4th spot. But Cadets pretty much all but clinched it. Dr. Helix is close to clinching it with a win, and same with Callisti. As long as these guys win 1 game, they're clinched, and it's just a fight between these 4. So let's see how the teams have progressed since then. So we have the Angry Wood Pandas by Cadet Tank. So we have a War Dancer missing 1 movement, but does have Tackle and Strip Ball. We do have another War Dancer with 5 Agility and Mighty Blow, but is having a niggling injury. So that could come in really handy if someone can get their hands on him. A Wrestle Catcher, another catcher with Block, a catcher with Guard and Block, line with Dodge, a line with Kick, Dodge Guard Lineman, Dodge Lineman, and a Thrower with Strong Arm and Leader. Next we have the Chaos Team, Chrome Fracas Fury by Ryzen. Looks like he lost his Minotaur. He has an unleveled. He has a Claw, My Blow, Block, Chaos Warrior, a Block Guard, Chaos Warrior, and a Block, My Blow, Block. 1 Beastie with plus movement, another one with plus movement, and another one with plus 8G, Big Hand, and Block. So, not the most developed Chaos team, but they can make work. And then we have the Cheeseheads by Dr. Helix, the Nurgle team. So Beast and Nurgle coming in with Guard, 2 Nurgle Warriors with Guard, 1 with Block, another Pestigore with Mighty Blow and block, another one with tackle and wrestle, the other one's coming in with block, Rodder with minus AV, and the other one with block. But Rodder's cheap, replaceable, they're there to get hit. No big deal. Lords of Decay by Callisti, the man with the target on his back this season. Surprisingly, no Rat Ogre. Does have a thrower with sure hands, block, Bullstorming with tackle, block, Mighty Blow, Gutter Runner with tackle and wrestle, Durham one with wrestle and strip ball. The other Gunner Runner coming in with big hand block and plus agility. They're one with plus movement, sidestep, and block. A lineman with kick. Another lineman missing next game with block. And a thrower with sure hands pass, like always. Skaven. Pretty standard stuff. Hope you lose, Callisti. Love ya. Next, we have the other one, St. James. He does have a lineman here with dirty players, so he's into fouling with two of them. One with wrestle, one with kick. His thrower missing next game. Both Gunner Runners with plus movement. One with sprint. They're with wrestle. The other one losing a movement point, but with block. Storm Vermin with, it looks like, piling on and Mighty Blow. And the other one with just tackle. And then we have Pigskin Kickers by Corderus, the Orcs. There it is. We have Stupid the Troll coming in with a minus AV. That hurts with guard and grab. His Goblin, still no level. Block on both Black Orcs here. Block tackle on one of the Blitzers. The other Blitzer with block, tackle, frenzy, and Juggernaut. Blitzer with block, Mighty Blow. Black Orc with block. Thrower with block and leader. Goblin over here with sidestep. And the other Goblin still not leveled. And he's still trying to get into the playoffs. He has a chance, but it's losing very fast. And let's see how they got here, shall we? So, day one. Pigskin Kickers lose 2-1 to the St. James Skaven. Lords of Decay lose 2-1 to the Angry Wood Pandas Wood Elves. And the Cheeseheads beat the Chaos 1-0. Day two, we have Lords of Decay. Callisti win 3-2 over Corderus' Orcs. St. James get the draw 2-2 against the Chaos. And the Wood Elves bringing out the 3-1 win over, or the Nurgle, with the Wood Elves bringing out the 3-1 win over the Chaos. Day three, we got the Cheeseheads Nurgles beat the Pigskin Kickers 1-0. Lords of Decay, the Skaven with a astounding 5 touchdowns over the Chaos. And the Skaven losing 0-2 to the Cadets Woodies, which leads us to day 4. It's going to be interesting how that plays out. We'll probably see the playoffs, this VGP conclude for next episode. Until then, I'm Ace, and back to you, Cadet.
Thanks, Ace, for covering the VGP division this week. Okay, now last but not least, Callisti in the new DBB division.
Hi there, and welcome to the Bbpn NATTS League coverage for the DBB division. I'm your host for today, Callisti Mayer, and I'm going to be giving you a quick roundup of all of the teams that made it through to round 2 into the DBB division, and give you a little bit of insight into those teams, some prospects on how they're going to do for the remainder of round 2, and just give you a quick coverage or rundown on the matches being played so far. So to start off with, I'd like to just give you a quick review and sort of insight into each of the teams that made it through to round 2. Now, the DBB division has become unofficially the agility division for round 2. A lot of teams that made it through to the DBB division were actually more agility based or hybrid based. So I think the biggest, meanest teams you have are the Norse and the Listmen. So the rest of the teams are Elves, and we've got a Bretonnian team in there, and a Skaven team in there as well. So a lot of dash, a little bit of bash, a lot of fun. So I'm going to give you a quick coverage of the teams that made it through. So starting off with the first team, the Deadly Game Hunters, coached by Scar. Now this is a Bretonian team, and we'll take a quick look at them. Now Scar is an amazing coach, made it pretty far in last season, I believe, last season of the NATTS League. And this season he's coming at us with a really good Bretonian team. So let's take a quick look at their roster. We have the 4 blitzers. Obviously they all come with block, they come with catch, they come with dauntless, which is great for dealing with sort of those higher strength teams. But we also have 3 of them that are blodge, and then we have one of those 3 has the sure hands, or safe hands, sorry. One has an agility up, and one is a blodge step. So 3 very, very competent blitzers. We have a little bit of a rookie blitzer rounding out the 4 spots. Moving on to the blockers, we have 2 sort of rookie blockers. That actually was, I think he lost one in a recent game or two ago. We actually used to have another blocker with guard, but now we just have the one blocker with guard and stand firm, so that's a new improvement. And then we also have a blocker with tackle. And then rounding out the team lineup, we have the 4 peasants or linemen, all with the basic fend ability. He has 6 fan factor, so he's been winning a few games. Got the standard 3 rerolls and an apothecary. Very, very strong team. I expected them to do well in this round, especially against the Norse and against the Lizardmen. Moving on to the next team, we have Finn with his Broforce Norse team. Now, a little bit of insight for you. Finn did really well last season. I was actually tipping him to at least get through to the finals. Didn't quite make it that far, but he is a very, very competent coach. And his Norse team this season, first game in the VGP division, round 1, he got half his team sort of with permanent injuries. Definitely a lot of the positionals were sort of stung versus a Chaos team in their first match. He still has a lot of those positionals. In fact, they've been built up to be sort of the competent killers. And with Norse, as you probably already well know, they are what is classified as a glass cannon team. So a lot of punch, can't really take it in return, and maybe Finn, in his infinite wisdom, is sort of throwing down the gauntlet and saying, hey, you know what, I want to make it even tougher on myself and make myself even more glassy in the glass cannon analogy, because the injuries that he has sustained, the lasting injuries he has sustained, have been to his 2 berserkers. One has got an AV down, one has a niggling injury. And these are the 2 players that are really going out there and doing all of the killing for him and the sort of big injuries. They both have mighty blow. One has tackle. These are the pieces that he's going to go around and blitz with. These are the pieces that are going to sort of really give him a numbers advantage. They are deadly, but they are also even more fragile now. He also has a runner, which has taken a strength up. That's a recent addition to his team. The runner also has the dodge and the sure hands, or safe hands, sorry. He has a lineman with kick. He has 1 lineman that's out for the next game. Maybe it's a lasting injury. Let's take a quick look. Yes, just a miss next game, so that's not too bad. A few more linemen, one with tackle, and a strength up. He really does love those strength ups. And a movement down on that same lineman, and he's out for the next match. That's probably going to be a hard loss for Finn. He has 1 Ulfweiner, or Werner, or however you say it, with guard. He might have lost an Ulf. In fact, he did. There used to be another one there. obviously he's no more. We also have a Yeti that has gotten the guard and the Juggernaut. Juggernaut is an amazing skill for your big guy. It's going to save him a lot of heartache. And then we have another lineman, a new rookie lineman with just the basic block ability. Finn, I'm expecting him to do a really, really good this season and this round, round 2. In fact, maybe even take the division going into the playoffs. Next, we have the amazing rodents, NATTS. Now, this is another Skaven team, and they're fairly well developed. We have one Storm Vermin with the Pom and the Tackle. This is obviously his main killer piece. We have a Gutter Runner with the Rog and the Strip Ball, so that's a great Ball Hawk. We have one Gutter Runner that's probably going to be his Ball Carrier with the block and the sidestep. Another one with the big hands, he's copying me, but this one has Rog. Big hands is great on your gutter runners because it allows you just to go into those tackle zones, pick up the ball no matter what, or on a 2+, and then just run away with it. He also has another gutter runner that's injured. Let's just see if that's a lasting or a miss next game. Just a miss next game. So he'll be back the game after the next to end out the round 2. He has a thrower which has dodge. That's nice. I'm envious of that. And then just a whole bunch of linemen with nothing other than injuries and movement downs. I don't have any prior experience with the coach Uppercase, but he's been doing fairly well, so I expect him to probably qualify for the playoffs, but maybe not in the top spot. Next we have Dragonazo with the Dinosaur Train Gang. Very strong Lizardman team. We have, your large array of skinks, but he's been very, very lucky in that he's been getting some doubles on a few of them. So we've got one skink here with the block, we've got another one with the block. It is movement busted, but he also has sidestep for that skink, so that's a really strong skink that he's probably going to want to keep on the roster for a long time. Anytime you get a block or double on your skill ups for your skinks, get the block, and then you've got a blodge skink which is worth its weight in gold. We also have some sidestep and some sprints. Is that sprint? Yes. Oh no, sure feet. And then we have the Sauruses with block and mighty blow and guard and block, and wow, this is just an amazing squad. Dragonazo, solid coach. Expect him to also go through to the playoffs. Maybe not in sort of top spots, maybe sort of in 3rd or 4th, but definitely to go through to round 2. Second to last, we have the Corrupt Connivers. Majestic is the coach, and it's one of our 2 Dark Elf teams. So there's lots and lots of dodge and blodge everywhere across this team. We've got a guard, a blodge guard blitzer. We've got a runner with what's that one? Pass. So this is obviously going to be his thrower, stroke ball carrier. We have a virgin blitzer, and then we also have 2 blitzers with blodge and dauntless. So wanting to take on those higher strength teams with a bit of dauntless will help him level the playing field. And then we also have a kick lineman. Majestic has another new addition to the NATTS League. He's had a bit of a up and down sort of performance so far in this season. We're either winning by a lot or losing by a decent amount. That inconsistency may hurt him, but another strong contender to go through to the playoffs. And then we have the last team and the second Dark Elf team, the Glamcore Punks, coached by Gecko or SFG Sam, as you may know him on Discord. So Glamcore Punks has an array of skills. I'm just going to very quickly go through them. We've got kick and guard on the lineman. I love kick. I love guard on the lineman, especially since the Dark Elf or Elf teams in general don't have any native strength access. So this lineman probably has Apo rights. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. We also have a tackle lineman. We also have a block lineman. We have a wrestle lineman. He hasn't been going for dodge on his lineman, which I don't know. Maybe that's a great move. Maybe it's not. I'm not the best Dark Elf coach. I might have sprinkled a little bit of dodge on there, but these are all solid skills anyway. The assassin is new, and I was speaking to Vapor Gecko earlier today, and he's played his third match in this round so far, and he got the assassin the match before, and it's been doing him wonders. He's very, very happy with the assassin purchase. I think that has something to do with playing Norse last, and then just today playing Skaven. All that wonderful strength. AV7. Probably the assassin was having a field day. We also have the blitzers. They're blodged up, apart from one which has guard. That's a good move. And then we also have a blodge blitzer with mighty blow, another blodge blitzer with tackle. This one also has an agility bust, so probably going to continue with him, but not relying on him for elf bullshit. And then we also have, rounding out the team, we have Susie Sue, his star witch elf, who has mighty blow, has a level up from today's match. He probably hasn't decided what he's going to do with it. I heard him talking about maybe going for piling on. That would be interesting and also terrifying. This witch elf is blodge, and it also has obviously the jump up, the frenzy. Very, very terrifying star player piece on his team. And Vapor Gecko and the Glamcore Punks have been doing really well. I think they're topping the table right now. We're going to take a look in a second. I am predicting that he's probably going to go through to the playoffs in the first or second spot in this division. I don't see anything slowing him down. So, yeah, definitely he's going to be a strong contender for going through to the playoffs and maybe even winning it all. Okay, so very, very quickly, I'm going to take a quick look at the leaderboard. Now, of the 6 teams playing, there's only one match day 3 match that hasn't been played yet. So we have the Glamcore Punks, Vapor Gecko, sitting at 2-1-0. Broforce following closely behind with 1 win, 2 draws, and 0 losses. We have the Amazing Rodents coming in with 1 win and 2 losses. So just the 1 win, he's already in 3rd place. The Dinosaur Train Gang probably hasn't been living up to his own Dragonazo's expectations that he set for himself, because he's only managed 3 draws. 3 draws is still great, but as you can see, the uppercase lost 2 games, 1-1, and he's still placed higher. So just to go to show you, winning it matters. And then we have in 5th and 6th spot right now, but they still have a game in hand. They still have to play each other. We have the Deadly Game Hunters, Scars team, versus the Corrupt Connivers, which is coached by Majestic. My prediction for that game, I have a feeling that Scar's going to take it. I think Scar's going to walk away with the win. If not the win, then I think it's going to be a draw. And that rounds out the coverage for the DBB division. I'll be back next week with some projections, obviously covering the recent games, but also some projections on who will be going through in what position to the playoffs, and who they will probably be playing in the playoffs. So have a great week, and speak to us next week. And until then, have a great week. Bye.
Good coverage, Khaleesi. Man, say BBPN DBB 10 times real fast. See if you can do it. Oh no, I tried. Didn't go so well for me. Alright, so I believe that's all we have this week for BBPN. Remember, go vote. Stunties, Perpetual League. And we will catch you guys next week. Cadet Tank out.